Are moral values universal, or are they constructed by our culture? For a long time, I believed morality was like a fixed compass, pointing north for everyone, everywhere. I imagined there were these unchangeable truths about right and wrong, etched into the very fabric of the universe, truths that no culture, no era, no single person could ever alter. But then I started to travel, not just across continents, but through stories, through late-night conversations, through the quiet, complicated terrain of human contradiction. And the more I saw, the more I began to wonder, is morality truly a universal law? Or is it more like a language we learn from the soil we're born into? Think about it. In one village, staying silent during a conversation is a sign of deep respect. In another, it's a reason for suspicion. In one home, absolute obedience to your elders is the highest virtue. In another, it's seen as a cage that stifles growth. I've seen people get punished for telling the truth and others punished for hiding it. I've watched kindness take the form of a difficult confrontation, and cruelty wear the deceptive mask of politeness. The more I listened, the more I realized that morality isn't a simple melody played the same way by everyone. It's a symphony, full of different interpretations, each played on a unique instrument. And yet, there are echoes, there are patterns. Across almost every culture, people instinctively recoil from causing unnecessary harm. They cherish fairness, even if their definitions of what's fair are wildly different. They teach their children to share their toys, to help someone who has fallen, to say they're sorry. These recurring themes feel like a steady heartbeat beneath all the noise. A rhythm that suggests we aren't just completely lost in a sea of moral relativism. Maybe there's a universal grammar to goodness, even if each culture speaks it with its own distinct accent. Still, I've learned that moral certainty can be a dangerous thing. It can blind us to nuance, to history, to another person's pain. It can curdle compassion into harsh judgment. When we assume our moral map is the only one that exists, we stop seeing other people. All we see are their errors, their deviations from our path. But when we can accept that morality is profoundly shaped by context, we start to do something radical. We listen. We start asking not just, is this right or wrong? But the more important question, why does this feel right to them? There's a story that I carry with me everywhere I go. A traveler visits a distant land and witnesses a local ritual that he finds deeply disturbing. He confronts one of the village elders and asks, "How can you possibly do this? It's just wrong." The elder looks at him and calmly replies, "It is wrong in your land, but here, this is how we honor life." The traveler doesn't suddenly agree with the practice, but he pauses. For the first time, he begins to understand. And in that powerful moment of pause, morality stops being a wall between them and starts becoming a bridge. So I no longer see morality as a stone monument, rigid and unchanging. I see it as a river. It flows through time, its path carved by the terrain of history, its waters fed by countless different sources. We don't just stand on its banks and judge it, we swim in it. And yeah, sometimes we get swept away by currents we don't understand. But if we can learn to swim with humility, with curiosity, and with genuine care for one another, we might find ourselves in deeper waters, a place where truth isn't just a fixed point, but something that is felt, something that is shared. So now, when someone acts in a way that confuses or challenges me, I try to ask myself, what story shaped their sense of right and wrong? What fears, what hopes, what wounds are they carrying? I try to remember that morality isn't just a cold set of rules. It's a living reflection of what a people have survived, what they've lost, and what they desperately long for. And maybe that's the most moral act of all, to listen without rushing to judgment, to hold space for difference, to believe that even if we don't share the same compass, we might still be walking toward the same light. Thanks for exploring this with me today. If this gave you something to think about, I'd be so grateful if you'd like this video and subscribe for more conversations like this. See you in the next one.